The full moon on May the 15th brings with it a recalibration to a higher path, a new path, a more elevated path ahead. And in this video, I want to share with you the 5 key things that I think you should know about this powerful recalibration that you're being given now, so you can really make the most out of this powerful event. So stay tuned. Hello, the beautiful soul. Welcome back to another video. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so excited and grateful that you're here. My name is Kay Sanders, and this channel is all about helping awakening souls on their spiritual awakening journey so they can really embrace their awakenings, awaken to their power, then step into their power, and also create a life of more success, abundance, and freedom, all while living their life on purpose. And if that's you, I do want to extend an invitation. Please be sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new content. So the first thing I would like for you to know about this powerful full moon on May the 15th is that there's now an inner reset and a recalibration happening now to really help you align yourself to your path ahead, that elevated path ahead, that higher path ahead, where you really then step into more of a heart-centered way of being, a more loving, a more compassionate way of being, where you then also really feel more inspired and called to really up-level your life in all areas of your life. So it's truly that inner recalibration that is happening. Think of it like that you're being given an upgrade. And that recalibration is now happening with this full moon to really embody those new frequencies that you're being given. So it's truly a beautiful time that we're in right now, because with everything that's been happening this year, with all these energetics ups and downs, it truly was really to assist us in really moving forward, to assist us in really finding our path in life, in stepping more into the path that we are actually here to step into, the path we're meant to walk into as the awakening soul. And no matter where you're at on your spiritual awakening journey, whether you just had your massive awakening or you have been on your journey for quite some time, you may then also now realizing that, you know what, there's so much more that I haven't tapped into yet. There's so much more that I'm here to do. And now with this full moon, with this recalibration and this inner reset, it's really allowing you to really align yourself to that next higher path that you're really here to step into. So I really want to invite you, allow it to unfold. I really allow it to happen, because it's truly to your highest and greatest good. So I really want to invite you, allow it to unfold. Allow yourself to really be recalibrated on an energetic, on an internal, on a spiritual, on an emotional, on a physical, and even on a spiritual level. This is truly beautiful, because you are really here to make a big impact, and now more than ever. So allow this to unfold. So now on or around the full moon, I really want to invite you, take more time out to really meditate, to really tune into this frequency that you're now being given, this download of these higher frequencies, to really receive that inner reset and that recalibration. So if each day, maybe you can take some time out, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or maybe longer, really just tune in. And allow yourself to feel that recalibration happening, that recalibration unfolding. Just kind of like take a step back and just allow it to happen. That will then really help you make the most out of this full moon energy and, you know, the opportunity we're being given now for this inner reset and recalibration. And then the second thing here is that now the old now also falls away, because as you are being recalibrated, as you're really being given that inner reset, well, a lot of the old needs to go away. So there's a lot of shedding, a lot of releasing happening. Now you may feel a little emotional during that time, you know, especially on or around the full moon, because there's the shedding happening, there's the releasing happening, there's a lot of letting go happening, a lot of that go internally and also externally. You may then even feel called to let go of some of the things externally, like outside of you. Maybe you want to declutter your home, or, you know, walk away from certain people, or just change anything outside of you. Maybe you're realizing that certain things that you have been holding on to simply don't fit anymore. They're not supporting you or serving you anymore on this path moving forward. So you may feel like there's some letting go that needs to happen externally, and of course also internally. Internally, that could be certain beliefs that you have, certain fears that you have been holding on to, certain doubts that have been holding you back, or just a way of showing up. So a lot of that is happening now to that release that is happening, that releasing, the shedding, the letting go. Now that can cause some emotional ups and downs here too, because a part of you doesn't want to let go. It's like, oh my God, this is scary, right? But just allow it. Like the more you can really tune in and just allow. The key word that's really coming through here is allowing. Really allow this to unfold. Don't resist it. Don't reject it, but really allow it to happen. And I also want to invite you to check out a video. It's a light code activation to really reclaim your sovereignty, so you can really step into your power, so you can really be more empowered moving forward, because that truly will assist you on this path moving forward. And also especially, like, as you're experiencing any of those emotional ups and downs or whatnot, this can really help you as well. So check out the video, it's in the description below. But the second thing is here, really, there's a lot of the old is now falling away, because that is in preparation for that next stage of your life. Like, you have to let go of the old first in order for you to move into something new, right? So that's what's happening right now, with this full moon as well, to really, really help you recalibrate, reset, and then really let go of the old. And then the third thing here is, as you're being, really receiving that reset and recalibration, and you're also then looking for newness in your life. You're maybe then looking at how you have been doing things and realizing you don't really like this no more. You may be looking for for new ways to show up, new ways, or more uplifted way of doing your work, your soul's work. Maybe you're even looking for doing your soul's work. Maybe you haven't really figured out what is your soul's mission here. That too now can unfold as you're then searching for the newness in your life. Anything new, anything more uplifted, anything that will really help you uplift your life, uplift yourself, and also make a bigger impact. Now, this can mean many, many things. You just doing your own work makes an impact in the world as well. So, but here the third piece here is really that you're searching for the newness, a more uplifted way of doing things or being, where you then also live life more uplifted, more empowered as well, with more of an open heart as well. But you may realize that you're looking for certain new things in your life. Maybe you're looking for more excitement. Maybe you're looking for more adventure, or just showing up differently. Maybe you're realizing that the way things have been just doesn't feel right anymore. So now you're feeling that inner drive to look for something new to replace the old. I mean, as we're letting go of a lot of that old stuff, well, it needs to be replaced by something, right? And that's the third piece here. You will feel then that inner calling to look for something new. And like I said, this doesn't have to mean like a complete overhaul of your life, but just a new way of maybe looking at things, a new way of showing up, a more expanded or evolved way of doing what you already have been doing. So just allow this newness to unfold as well. Be curious about it. Like really go at it from a curious mind, that little childlike mind. Like, ooh, what else is possible? What else could I be doing? Bring some lightness into this. The more you can bring some more softness and lightness into this, the more will unfold, or the more you will realize that there's so much more possible for you. So bring some more of that lightness into this, and you will uncover some new things you will feel called to do. And whenever your mind is trying to tell you this is nonsense or whatnot, just say, no, don't want you, don't need your input, this is all good, I got this, I don't need you, right? And just really tap into this whole energy of allowing, of lightheartedness, of really being that little childlike, bring that childlike essence into the mix as well, to really open yourself up for the newness that is now asking to be birthed, that is asking now to unfold. Then the fourth piece here is that realizations now also are starting to bubble up, where you may realize that, you know what, you're already a lot further than you thought you are. You're a lot better than you thought you were. Or even realizing that maybe there's certain things where you have held yourself back. You're becoming more aware. Think of it like that. You are putting on glasses and now you can see clearly. Or maybe you're wearing glasses and your glasses are very dirty. You clean them and all of a sudden you can see clearly. That's kind of like the essence that I'm picking up here, is that those realizations that are coming to the surface, really giving you more insights into, you know what, you have come quite far. You're no longer who you were before. you've already a lot further than you were, let's say, just a month ago. I mean, there's been so much healing and releasing and activation happening, every single month. There was like something else that really assisted us to really awaken more. So just think back, when you started out this year, you're no longer the same person. So those realizations now really are coming in where you're like, oh my God, you're having those light bulb moments maybe. Or maybe you're even also realizing, what, I've held myself back here. I talked myself out there. I have some wounds that I maybe still need to heal here. This is something that's still holding me back. And what I want to invite you here is that whenever something like that comes up, when you feel like, what, there is healing that I need to do, never feel bad about that. Never feel down about it or upset or, oh my God, I got so much stuff to heal. No. This is an opportunity for you to transform. I love it actually when something comes up for me, because I'm like, oh, heck, I can actually clear that. I can release that. I can then transform. Because we all have wounds. We all have stuff that we have experienced through our life that is still holding us back. It taught us that maybe it's not safe to go out there and do this beautiful work that we're here to do, or it's not safe to allow ourselves to be loved or to love someone else or anything like that, right? We all grew up with certain things that are showing up when we least expect it, or when we want to do something, when we want to move forward, they tend to hold us back. And when you realize those things, don't be hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself. Be grateful that it made itself known. Think of it like that. It knocked on the door like, hello, I'm here. Guess what? I'm ready to be released. So lean into any challenge, any realization, any negative realization, and allow yourself to find a way out of it, to really transform it, transmute it, like let it go, heal it and release it. Do what you need to do to really set yourself free. But now those realizations come up, and realizations, it's basically awareness, right? You're gaining awareness of how far you have come, of where you're holding yourself back. You're becoming aware of the good and the bad, and maybe even the ugly in between, right? But realizations is power, because I always say it, the awareness gives you the power of choice. So when you have the realizations, that is awareness, right? Because you're becoming aware of what's going on, what's holding you back, what's deep beneath the surface. Then you have the power to do something about it. You can then choose to do something about it, and that is the freedom that will help you choose what is to your highest and greatest good, what is in alignment with where you want to go, what you want to do, who you want to become. So never reject any negative realizations, because that is an opportunity for you to transform it into something better. So that gives you that ultimate freedom to really set yourself free. So really allow the realizations to come up. Here maybe, on or around the full moon, take a pen and paper and just sit and do some silent contemplation. Not really like thinking, okay, what can I do? What is holding me back or whatnot? Just sit there like, okay, just put the question out there. What wants to come to the surface? What am I now ready to uncover? What is now ready to be shown to me? Ask those questions and then just be silent. Just sit there. Just put your attention on the question. What is important for me to know right now? What am I now ready to release? And just sit with the question. What am I now ready to release? What am I now ready to release? Be gentle with yourself and then write. Now, it may not start as soon as you ask that question, like all of a sudden everything comes through. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But sit with it. Really sit in this silent contemplation and just write whatever comes up. The more you can do that inner contemplation, the better it will be for you, because then you uncover. Then you have the realizations. Then you have the awareness. And then you have the power to do something about it. And even, doing the contemplation of, how far have I come? What are those accomplishments that I've achieved, since the year began, for example, or even just the last 30 days or whatnot? How much have I transformed? How much have I changed? What are some of my gifts? You can do that gentle contemplation for even the good realizations, the things like where you realize that, I have come very far. This is so powerful. This is so beautiful. But this is the fourth piece here, is that those realizations now easier come to the surface, because this too will assist those recalibration. Because as you're realizing, like I said, then you have the power of choice, right? You have the awareness, you have the realization, you have the awareness. That too then helps you recalibrate. Because then as you're realizing that, you know what, I have come very far. That makes you feel more empowered, because you're like, well, I am so much further now. That feels good, right? So that helps you then also align yourself to that next phase of your life, that next step, that more evolved version of your path moving forward. So really take some time, allow yourself to really do that inner contemplation, to let those realizations come to the surface. And then the fifth piece here is, as you're doing this contemplation, as you're doing all this, you know, throughout this you're having that inner resolve and the strength that you're then gaining from becoming aware that, you know, what you are further than you have been, or you are realizing that, you know, something has been holding you back, then you're like, oh my God, I don't want this no more, so I'm more empowered. So because of this process that you're being invited to go through with these realizations, with this inner reset, with this recalibration, you're really not feeling more empowered. You have that inner strength then to really move forward, to feel empowered to let go of those things that are holding you back. Like with this fourth step here, is that realizations popping up. Well, with all the awareness, then you have that choice that you can do something about it. And that's really what this fifth piece here is all about. You will have that inner strength, the inner resolve to decide, to choose. I don't want this no more. What do I want instead? This will really help you then really let go of all the stuff that has been holding you back, all the small thinking, the limited thinking, where you hold yourself back, where you talk yourself out of things. And then also that it really then stirs that inner desire to finally move forward, to take those steps, to be more courageous, to be more inspired, to take that next step that you feel called to take. You already know what that next step is for you. You already know. Now you are being given that recalibration to really align yourself to that version of you who has already taken those steps. And here what you can do is just close your eyes and visualize that more empowered version of you who has already taken the steps that you maybe have not taken yet. Visualize that version. Really bring that version of you in your mind, and then step into that. Feel empowered. Feel as your next level version of you. Bring that energy in, and then from there, take that next step. Take the action. And if you still feel like a little held back, then find maybe an accountability partner, find a mentor, or someone that can really help you move forward. You don't have to do this by yourself. If you want, put a comment below. Let me know, what are your next steps? What is that next level version of you that is making that bigger impact, that lives a better life? What is it that you want to be held accountable on? Feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know. And I will also send you some loving energy to really help you embody that and take that next step. But here are the 5 key things that I really thought you should know about this full moon on May the 15th. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. And like I said, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you want me to hold you accountable on. Or just let me know how you feel about this full moon with this recalibration. I would love to know. So now the next step here is, what can you do to really make the most out of this powerful energy, this powerful recalibration that we're being offered right now with this full moon on May the 15th. Allow yourself to really realize and release, like really take time to go into this deep inner contemplation. Allow the stuff to come up. Also allow any of the negative things to come up, the negative feelings. Because as the release is happening, like I said, you may feel some negative feelings as well. It's perfectly fine. I want to invite you, don't discard the feelings or push it aside. I don't want to feel this, but allow yourself to feel it with the intention of letting it go and releasing it. Sometimes it's important for us to feel those negative emotions, as long as you're doing it with the purpose and the intention of letting it go. So really take some time now on or around the full moon to really tune in. Let that recalibration happen. Do some more meditation. Really tune into that energy. Let this recalibrations, inner reset happen. But then also do this inner contemplation to get some clarity of how far have you really come. What has been holding you back? What is now ready to be released? And then just do that. Allow that to happen. And then recommit to that path ahead, or set those new intentions, the more aligned intentions for your path moving forward. And then the next step is act upon your intentions. Act upon whatever you decide to do moving forward. Take the steps, because the taking the step, it is necessary. You can't just sit here like, okay, these are my intentions, universe. Help me make this happen. And then you just sit there and don't do anything. That's not how things work. It's a co-creation with the universe. So whatever insights you're gaining, that is guidance from the universe, guidance from your soul, guidance from your team of guides, guidance from this higher guidance. That is the insights, and okay, this is the next step for you to do. Right? This is the universe assisting you to move forward. But then you have to act on it. Really recommit to that. Recommit to your path. Recommit to those intentions, or set new intentions. Set intentions that are more in alignment, and then act up on it. Act up on your intentions. That is the most important thing. So you have to take steps. You have to take action. And even if it's just a small step, but every day, take one small step that will lead you forward, or maybe take multiple steps, maybe even take leaps. Whatever you feel called to do, as long as you're in motion. If you're not in motion, then nothing is going to change for you. So whatever guidance you receive, whatever insights you gain, whatever realization are coming up, whatever new intentions you're setting, recommit to them and act upon them. Okay? So here you go. You have the 5 key things and how you really make how you can really make the most of it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now be sure to check out this next video here about reclaiming your sovereignty, to really help you also on a deeper level. It's a light code activation. I think you're gonna love it. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Make an amazingly abundant, successful day, and also have a wonderful full moon on May the 15th. And I will see you in the next video. Namaste.